place that Kendrick Lamar started the Big Stepper tour in 2022. It's not Ontario, Canada. It's Ontario, California, which is about 45 minutes from LA. It's in the Inland Empire, California, where I'm from. It's in that region. So I thought that was interesting. People are saying Ebony Prince 2K24 being the username is such a Kendrick Lamar burner account username. I thought that was funny. But these were some things that were posted. It said, number one, Kendrick Lamar is not a liar and I am not a thief. Mr. Aubrey Graham, a.k.a. Drake, and Mr. Livingston Allen, a.k.a. Academics, have until noon Monday, 5/13/2024, to retract the claims of theft, or my attorney, Miss Adrienne Edward, and I will exhaust every legal option available. Now, I thought that was interesting because it's like, we don't even know who you are. You know, when you say Kendrick Lamar is not a liar and I am not a thief, bro, who accused you of being a thief? So there's got to be somebody. If this is not Kendrick Lamar, who could it be, right? And then it says, you guys have till this date to retract your claims, or my attorney, Miss Adrienne Edward, and I will exhaust every legal option. So I thought that was interesting, using the word I when we don't even know this account was created literally, last night. So I thought that was interesting. And then the video posted under it showed the cover art from Meet the Grounds with all the belongings that Drake, had, his prescription, t-shirt, the glove, everything we saw in those cover photos is right there, man. So I thought that was interesting. Now, here's the good part. Drake had claims that he wrote in the Hard Part 6, where he said that the information was fed to Kendrick Lamar a week ago. And that's being debunked by these posts, because I'm going to just speak as if this is Kendrick Lamar's burner page. The burner page posted this right here. It said, to Mr. Aubrey Graham, a.k.a. Drake, may this photo help jog your memory as to where those discarded items, as to where you discarded those items. The issue in the photo should also jog your memory. Jimmy Brooks would not have been proud of you that night. Now, what makes this interesting is Drake is on this photo, and it seems like it's like a CCTV footage screenshot, and the date on it is 1/22/2023, January 22nd, 2023, Sunday. Now, this is what makes it interesting, because Drake said on the Hard Part 6, he said, you waited for this moment, overcome with desperation. We plotted for a week, then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you're not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio is the celebration. You got to learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking, this is my expiration. Even the picture you used, the jokes and the medication. The Maybach glove and the drug he used is for less inflation. Master manipulator, you bid on the speculation. You dumb and reactive nigga, I'm petty with dedication. So Drake said in the song that, we fed you the information a week ago, but this photo was saying that Drake discarded these items over a year ago. So how could you have fed, Kendrick Lamar the information a week ago if these belongings were, obtained over a year ago? It didn't make any sense. So the burner account also said this: you've had many things discarded on your behalf over the years. I wonder if you can remember them all. It said, you're blocking my money with your lies. So you have forced me to get it another way. Meaning, in my opinion, what that means, if this is Kendrick Lamar's burner account, which I'm starting to assume that it is, when he says you're blocking my money with your lies, so you have forced me to get it another way, I think that means that the UMG reports were true, that behind the scenes, UMG has told Kendrick Lamar to stand down and, hey, we got to give you some money, you know what I mean? Or we're going to have to, pursue it another way if you don't stand down. And I think Kendrick was forced because, like I said, UMG gave Drake $400 million in 2022. And I think that they want to make sure that Drake's career long-term is not damaged to the point that they can't recoup that money. So he has some protection on that side. So for this account to say, you're blocking my money with your lies, so you have forced me to get it another way. I don't know who else this could be except Kendrick Lamar. Like, because who else's money is being blocked with lies, And we know that Drake loves to play the behind-the-scenes game, on the corporate level. Like, you ain't going to be able to move here. You ain't going to be able to do that. This company is not going to want to work with you and different things like that. So I thought that was the most telling tweet out of all of them, and to speak from the perspective of I and me, when he said, me and my lawyer are going to have to pursue every legal option available, and I am not a thief. Kendrick Lamar is not a liar, and I am not a thief. Who accused you of being a thief, bro? Who accused you of being a liar? And to say, you're blocking my money with your lies, so you would force me to get it another way. That's interesting to me, bro. I really think it's a possibility that this is Kendrick Lamar saying, you know what? I'm going to start an account where I don't have no liability to, where y'all can't really trace it to me, but receipts are going to start coming out. And I'm going to just start proving what I said. Because, again, who else's money is being blocked by the situation? I think this is a super interesting situation, man. I don't know how this is going to play out, but I'm sure that we're going to get more, because these tweets were made at 5 o'clock in the morning, bro, which would make sense. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is interesting. You guys got to let me know what you think about this.
Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, people? It's your boy Double R, and you're now tuned in to Retro Rob Television. So what do y'all think about this, man? Me and a good friend of mine at work, we was talking about this, right? And I was asking him, do you think Kendrick is going to put out another diss towards Drake, or do you think this is pretty much over? I put a poll out there. Go ahead and check the poll on my community post. Um, it was 50-50, and I was asking people about who do you think won between Kendrick and Drake. And it was 50-50 at first. And I was like, whoa, because what I'm hearing through the community is that Kendrick is winning, not even just in the community, but at work, like while I'm walking, this is a big conversation. Like this is a really big conversation. I mean, this is probably the conversation in the world. You get what I'm saying? Like Drake and Kendrick. Now I'm hearing stories about Drake sold his homes here. He's moving back to Canada. I'm seeing a lot of Twitter memes about Drake messing with underage girls. Getting into more details. Kendrick ain't responding no more. Ain't putting out no more music. I'm hearing he's working on an album. Then I'm hearing he's working on exposing Drake further. I'm just hearing a lot of stories. I'm hearing the story about the UMG stuff, about them, asking, Drake's label, asking Kendrick to apologize for, the petty claims. I'm just hearing a lot of stories. There's a lot of people coming out, a lot of strange things going on, a lot of unknowns. It's just a whole bunch of stuff going on when it comes to this Kendrick versus Drake thing. But, you know, listening to them both, and I'll admit, like, I'm a huge, not necessarily a huge Kendrick fan, but, I've been listening to Kendrick Lamar for, quite some time, even before the overly dedicated and all of that stuff, and I knew Drake was in for it. Like I knew he had his hands full with Kendrick, but I didn't know it was going to get to this point. Like I really didn't know that it was going to get to this. With the pedophile claims. Um, but I knew Kendrick had the talent to really really do damage on Drake. But I didn't know that it was going to get to all of this stuff that's going on, all of this news that's being dropped. I truly believe, just like how he said in the video, I truly believe that Kendrick is planning something behind the scenes. I truly believe because I was having a conversation with my friend at work, and he was like, I said, "So you think Kendrick is going to drop another diss record?" And he said, "Nah." Now he's going to start to expose, and as we're like kind of hearing it now, we're kind of seeing it now. But he said, "I said, okay, expose. So what do you think he's going to do?" And he said, like he pretty much said what the guy was just saying in his video, that stuff is just going to start leaking out. You get what I'm saying? Stuff are just going to start leaking out about Drake. People are going to start speaking out. The girls are going to start speaking out about the pedo claims. Kind of like how they did with Bill Cosby and R. Kelly and so forth and stuff going on with Diddy and stuff like that. And he was like, "You just going to start seeing maybe Kendrick will create a burner account a whole nother anonymous account, and he's just going to start dropping info. I personally believe that's what's going on. I believe that allegedly that's what's going on. Kendrick is like, okay, now I'm about to start. I thought he was going to expose him further and deeper, with the diss tracks. But after the UMG claims, the guy that runs Universal, that works with Drake and them, and the Nike deals, all of the deals that Drake got, and them asking Kendrick to apologize. I believe a conversation was had behind the scenes. Argon Show, what's up with you, brother? I haven't heard from you in a while, man. Of course, I haven't been on here in a while, but salute to you, brother. Salute to the team. Salute to everybody, man. But what do y'all think about this, though? Like, this is crazy. I wanted to be here to break down, the stuff with y'all, the music and stuff with y'all. But, I just had a lot going on. But, I just been having conversations with people about this stuff, man. And I'm not really necessarily surprised though. Like I'm not really surprised like everybody else is. Um Now I ain't gonna lie, like the pedo claims on Drake um are not that surprising, but it is in a way. You get what I'm saying? But as far as what Kendrick did to him in the battle, that's not surprising at all. Drake is not on a lyrical level with Kendrick Lamar. Me personally, everybody have their opinion. I feel like Kendrick is not only the best, the greatest in this era, but I feel like he's one of the greatest of all time. I heard Eminem say that. I heard Eminem state that, but I've been feeling that way before Eminem. Like Kendrick is the greatest, one of the greatest of all time, and the greatest of this generation. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, something stopped Kendrick from dropping other discs. You get what I'm saying? Like something is rotten in Denmark. Something is not. But I'm gonna tell y'all this. Here's the thing between Kendrick and Drake that a lot of people don't understand, and I don't hear nobody really talk about. I heard Kendrick mention it in the Meet the Grams when he said Drake was a narcissist. I know a lot about narcissism. My last situationship was with a narcissist. And Drake is definitely a narcissist. Um, and he wasn't really prepared for what he was going to, get when it comes to Kendrick. He knew that Kendrick could rap because, Drake introduced Kendrick to the game. Kendrick was about to sign with Jay-Z at like 16 years old, you know, and his parents thought that Kendrick Lamar's parents thought that it was too early, way too early. And fast forward, and we have what we have with Kendrick. But nobody understands how good Kendrick is better than Drake. I just want y'all to understand that. Nobody understands how good Kendrick is. Then I'm hearing reports about uh I think that was on the Marcellus Wiley show when he was talking. I might put the link in the description thing where he was talking about how Drake was talking mad stuff about Kendrick, and he was about to put out the video, and Drake, I guess, and his team threatened that he wouldn't, show up at the ESPYS if Marcellus Wiley released that video of him talking about, how better he is compared to Kendrick. And this was back in like 2014, I believe. But it's always been like a back and forth between Kendrick and Drake. But the part that's like blowing my mind is, you know, what's transpiring now, you know. But back to what I was talking about. Um, Drake he got full of himself. Like he got full of himself. And, he did a lot of things, he accomplished a lot of great things. But it comes a time I bet Drake wishes that he would. I bet Drake wish he's track. Hold on. Kendrick killed Drake with his own style flow on that track. They not like us. Yeah, yeah. None of that is surprising. Like a lot of my subscribers and stuff, y'all are real fans of real lyricists. None of this is surprising to us. Like a lot of my subscribers, y'all were here when I was doing the whole Cassidy thing. So y'all know what real lyricism, real wordplay, just the elements of rap. Like y'all know what that all of that stuff entails. And y'all know that that wasn't really Drake. You get what I'm saying? Like that wasn't really him. And I'm not gonna uh downplay Drake's success. I hear a lot of people talking about Drake was uh, he was like an industry plant. That he was put here. He was placed with Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj and Birdman. He was basically created. I'm not going to go as far as to say that, but one thing I do know is that he's nowhere near on a level of a Kendrick Lamar. You know, you have people that are good, that are talented, like your Futures and Travis Scotts, and then you have people that were born to do this. You get what I'm saying? Like you have people that are just God gifted, that are just elite. And that is Kendrick Lamar, that is J. Cole, that is Sahara the Prince, that is Mick Jenkins. The list goes on. Like it's dudes that like Danny Meyer say, it's dudes that do this, and then there's dudes that are born to do this. You know, um, but the thing is that Drake's ego didn't allow him to see, the info that he was info, and now he's trying to do damage control. A lot of stuff is going on behind the scenes with Kendrick and Drake that we're not privy to, but we're seeing a lot of it, you know, come out in forms of leaks and stuff. When you see a lot of this stuff and you hear a lot of this stuff, that's make no bones about it. That's Kendrick and Drake. I mean, that's Kendrick mainly leaking. Drake is probably somewhere trying to stop this train from rolling. You know, he's trying to stop this train from rolling. Like all of that stuff that he said in the Heart Part 6, that was all damage control. That was all PR. That was a PR move. You know, but Drake is apologizing. Drake is, you know, he's trying to double down behind the scenes. But with narcissists, it's all about image. So this is not only just a spiritual warfare in the music industry, but to Drake, it's about image. To Kendrick, it's about the real essence of hip hop. It's about getting back to the the real fundamentals and the real essence. He said the Heart Part 6 is a white flag. Pretty much. Pretty much. It was Drake pretty much throwing in the towel. And he said it. He said it on I think that might have been Twitter or something. He was like, you can make a million records. I'm not responding no more. But it's a lot of people out here, including my wife, that feel like Drake should have threw in that towel a long time ago. And I feel like it's too late. Once you start bringing family in, once you start like going down that road, like it's too late now. You know, I personally believe they paid Kendrick off, or it's something that they're doing that stopping Kendrick from responding the way that he wants to, and quite frankly, in my opinion, the way that he actually needs to. Because me personally, I've always felt like the battle, especially in this generation, was between Kendrick and J. Cole. I felt like that was the battle, but we already know what happened with J. Cole. And that's another story that I probably will talk about later, depending on, you know, the reception that I get from this video with J. Cole, because it's a deeper meaning behind what J. Cole did and why he backed out. You know, but if y'all want to hear that video, man, just leave a comment. I'll make a video on that with J. Cole. Um, But yeah, Drake, the thing that people tend to forget when it regards to Drake is that Drake was poking the bear. Drake kept on talking about, he even said like drop, 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 drop. You know, he kept poking the bear. And when he responded, when Kendrick responded, like, and I always tell people, like, you can't kneel in the middle of war. Like, you can't just pause in the middle of war. Once we get started, we got to go all the way with it. I heard Ice Cube say that yesterday. Ice Cube said, man, one thing about, when it comes to this rap beef or rap diss or however it go, like, once you get started, it's no stopping. Especially if you were the one that started it to begin with. Drake was the one poking at Kendrick, trying to get Kendrick to respond. Kendrick was being humble about it. See, I know a lot of like Drake fans and stuff like that. Same thing that I dealt with the Cassidy fans and stuff. I know a lot of Drake fans or stands, however you want to look at them. They don't want to hear it, but they was there for it all. They was there when Drake was provoking Kendrick. They was there, and they was there when Kendrick didn't respond. He was literally giving Drake a chance, you know, to reconsider. And Drake, because of his ego, and now it's that same ego that he's trying to protect. He's selling his homes. People was talking about, they shot at Drake house, and I felt like Drake and his people staged that, to try to take, the steam off what's going on with Kendrick. He said, yeah, everyone knows that if Kendrick continue, they would put Drake in jail. LOL. Yeah. Even Drake team know that. Meanwhile, Cassidy is wishing someone from the industry disses him. Yeah, yeah. Speaking of that, you seen the game and Rick Ross thing. I feel like that was thirsty on Game's part. I feel like Game, was looking for something. Rick Ross responded, and he was like, "Man, dudes out here, they out here starving, they hungry." you know. And it's a lot of people that look at it in a different way. I know my brother True Sinister, who's a subscriber of this channel, he look at it like, I know he's a Drake fan, and he was looking at it like, and people like him was looking at it like, okay, Rick Ross inserted himself in the Kendrick and Drake thing. Why can't Game insert himself? When it comes to Drake and Rick Ross, they was already cool. Like it's already a storyline with that. Game, I don't see the angle. You get what I'm saying? I don't see the angle when it comes to Game. Like everybody knows, like when it comes to grudges, when it comes to beef, rap beef, when it comes to even battle rap, you know, it has to be a story. It has to be some type of past. I know Game and Rick Ross made music together, but there is no real true past. I know Drake and Game is cool. He wanted to step in for his homeboy. But if you was going to do that game, you should have did that. When the whole thing started between Drake and Kendrick. Why would you wait until it's pretty much over to jump out there and defend Drake? Like it makes no sense. It just looks like desperation. It just looks like you trying to get a quick money grab or trying to promote your album. Whack 100, who is I think is still Game's manager, probably was like, this is a perfect time to pounce on, this whole thing that's going on to push your album. You get what I'm saying? It just screamed thirsty to me. It just screamed thirsty when it came. But don't get it fucked up. Like, don't get it messed up. The song was fire though, especially that beat switch, especially that second beat. The game's this. I think it was called Revenge for Freeway for Freeway Rick Ross. But as far as this Kendrick and Drake thing, Drake brought this on himself, man. Like I know the Drake fans don't want it, whatever they call them, the Drake stands, the Drake Glazers, whatever they call them, man. There's a lot of crazy, funny names that they call the Drake, supporters and Drake fans. but I know they don't want to hear it. But Drake bought this on himself. He bought this on himself, and they know it. Everybody else know it. But I'm excited for the music. I'm excited for the music that was out, and I'm excited for music to come. I'm looking forward to that Kendrick album. I'm looking forward to a lot of this stuff that's going on. But I got a funny feeling that we're gonna hear a lot of these and see a lot of these leaks and stuff come out of Kendrick or whoever is around Kendrick or whoever the quote unquote mole is in Drake's camp continue to expose him and people that were kind of afraid start to come out as well. Whether this is true or whether it isn't, like y'all know how this shit go. We seen it with Diddy, we seen it with R. Kelly, we seen it with Cosby. Like y'all know how this stuff go. You know. He said now everybody wants to go at it. Yeah, true. The game messed up when he released that whack Eminem disc. Yeah. He was calling Eminem out. I felt that like that was distasteful. And I tell people like it's a couple people that you got to stay away from when it comes to this rap beef stuff. This rap, you know, battle stuff. Eminem is one of them. Kendrick Lamar is one of them. 50 Cent is one of them. Like, it's certain people that you should not, go at, and it's literally career suicide. We seen it with Eminem and Benzino and all of them, so forth and so on. We seen it with 50 Cent and Dry Rule. We're witnessing it now with Kendrick and Drake. You know, but again, if y'all want me to get into details about the J. Cole thing and my view on J. Cole backing out and all of that stuff, just leave a comment in the comment section under this video or even in the community, man, and we could get busy. You know, I'm gonna start doing videos again, because I see hip hop is moving and I got some free time now. Things is kind of cool now on my end. But yeah, um, I'll be I'll be keeping out, and I'll be you know diving deep into the news. But it's your boy Double R, man. Support the channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment below if it ain't nothing but a thumbs up or something like that. Y'all know how it go. He said, "Yeah, man, you have to be active so more people can tune in." Oh yeah. I definitely am. My wife was asking me, about my YouTube channel, and she was like, "What happened with that?" And I said, I had to let stuff die down a little bit. After that whole Cassidy stuff, I lost a lot of subscribers, and then it was a lot going on in my life. Real life stuff that I had to deal with. But we back at it. I'm gonna be more active. You know, make sure y'all spread the word, man. It's your boy Double R. Argon Show to the family. Salute.